Oh, yes, yes, people. Welcome back to another stream. Smash these likes up. Make sure you guys are subbed up to the channel as well if you win. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well, man. Big up Naf for a raid. As always, let's have a look who we've got in the building, man. Big up Jeremy Doku to go. All right, come on, bro. This guy's funny, you know. This guy's funny, you know. Nah, big up to you, bro. Nah, real talk. All the footballers in the world to name yourself on YouTube after calling yourself the GOAT, and you pick Jeremy Doku. Now, I respect it. I respect the I respect the love, bro, for Jezza. You know what I mean? Come on. Big up to Ryan, big up to Jesse as well. Letty, Oddwave, Sam, Vish, Herbal, Quinton, DJ, Business Kate, big up Paul, Who Dares Wins, Dennis, Jimmy, Lizzie, Bennett, big up to you, man. Big up to Nax, Post, Jackson, Clutch, Walter, Aravind, Taurus, Zakir. Big up to you guys, man. Smash these likes up on the way in as well. And let me know in the chat if you got one of the notifications, man, because people have been saying recently loads and YouTube hasn't been like notifying when we're going live. So, yeah, let me know in the chat if you did get a notification. But anyway, we've had Pep Guardiola and Donnarumma have been speaking today in the press conference. Obviously, when it's Champions League, to get the player. You know what? I don't know why the Premier League don't do that, to be honest with you. Of all the stuff the Premier League have introduced over the last few years, all the new rules and stuff, why don't they get one of the players in the press conferences as well? Why do they only have the managers? I don't get it. I don't understand why the Premier League don't do that, because it's actually pretty good. We don't get to, usually when we listen to players, it's either in like a prearranged sort of like interview with Sky or after the game. Like, no, I like it. I don't know why they don't do that. It's a bit weird, isn't it? You got notification. Oh, yeah, weird, bro. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube notification. YouTube's been so weird recently, man. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I don't know why they don't do that. It's a little bit weird. Anyway, we'll start off with Pep Guardiola. By the way, Viana has done an interview on City's website. If you've signed up to City Plus, which you would have done if you watched the Club World Cup games, or no, the Palmero game, sorry, then Viana's done a 15-minute interview talking about how the summer went and stuff. So, yeah, we might have a look at some of those quotes as well as we get onto it. But let's have a look at what Pep and Donnarumma have been saying. Smash these likes up, guys, if you've not done so already. Pep Guardiola looking forward to reuniting with Kevin De Bruyne after the game. Yeah, of course, it's nice to have him back. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne back, man. All right, chat. Should I have a look at the odds? Should I have a look at the odds on Kevin De Bruyne to score or assist tonight? LB, bro, why not? I completely forgot about it, bro, to be honest with you. Let me have a look at the odds. Kevin De Bruyne, anytime goal or assist. Let me see what it is. Here we go. Oh, it's tomorrow, isn't it? It's tomorrow. Competitions, Champions League. Yeah, where is it? Tomorrow. Man City, Napoli. Goals. Player to score or assist. Kevin De Bruyne to score or assist. 11-5. 11-5. So if you put £1 on, you get £3.20 back. There you go. That's Kevin De Bruyne, goal or assist tomorrow. Okay. He says Kevin De Bruyne start at Napoli. No surprise. Players at that level adapt so quick. Players at that level don't need too much time to adapt. Yeah, like that's obviously just because he's a sick player, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's going to be grim, man. I can't lie. It's going to be hanging to watch Kevin De Bruyne. He's already got 2 goals in 3 Serie A games as well. Right, here we go. Donnarumma. What's he saying on Donnarumma? I would say in the last decade, always we've had an incredible keepers. Edison made an incredible job, and the other keepers that helped us as well. And with Gijo, with his age at 26, comes from many years, and of course, he's a top-class goalkeeper. Bears, big up to him. See what else he's saying. Apparently, we are not favourites to win the Champions League. Just enjoy the moment, the journey. We are happy to be here. In the past, we have been and won once. So that's a lot of difficulties. Just focus on tomorrow, the game we have to play, start well this competition. When you start with a bad result, always it's more difficult. And last season, we drew the first game against Inter. Hopefully this season we can get a better game. I mean, let's be honest, yeah. City are not favourites for the Champions League. I don't even know if we're in the top 4 favourites. However, things can change very, very, very quickly in football. Yeah? If we beat Napoli and then we beat Arsenal at the weekend, everyone will be saying, shit, not only is City going to win the Champions League, they're going to win the Premier League as well. Like, things can change very, very quickly. At the moment, like, obviously, we're not in the best sort of the best sort of situation and the best feeling. Not like the confidence is not that high. It's obviously higher after beating United, but it's not that high. But win a couple of big games and everything will change, man. Do you know what I'm saying? He says we don't choose competitions in this game, and then in 1 week or 10 days we go to Huddersfield, and then it will be most important one. This defines the institution, the club, the organisation, whatever you want to do. You go seriously every single game. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I don't think we can afford to fuck this Napoli game off. I know that we've got Arsenal on Sunday and we play this game tomorrow, so it's not a lot of time to rest and recover. And I would make some changes, as we spoke about in the last couple of days, 100%. I'm not going to go to a Napoli game and play the full starting 11 that I would start against Arsenal. You're going to have to make some changes. But you can't make that many changes. It's an important game. This league, this Champions League format, it's kind of difficult, man. You got to think about it. What is it, chat? Is it 36 teams? 36 teams, I think, in this tournament, and only the top 8 go straight into the knockout round. That's hard. It's tough. It is really, really difficult. Yeah, so you've got to go strong. The Premier League, that's facts. Speaking about Haaland, he signed contract to be here many years. A bit of injury news as well. Mateo Kovacic is coming back soon. This is really, really frustrating timing. I actually think Mateo Kovacic would have been a perfect player to start in this Napoli game if he was fit. Maybe start him and Nico G in midfield. I think that would have been a top midfield to go into this Napoli game. But he's still not fit. But it does sound like he's going to be back soon. I mean, he travelled to Palmero. When we played Palmero, you would have assumed that like he would have been back a little bit quicker. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, good to see Kovacic coming back, because as much as like we don't really want to see Kovacic starting every single game, I do think that he's going to be a big part of this season. He was one of our better players last year, chat. He was. And I think he's going to be a big part of this season, rotating, playing with Rodri, maybe deputise for Rodri a little bit if Nico G can't pick up the slack. So yeah, let's see how long it's going to take. But maybe by the end of the international break, like the next international break, maybe he's going to be there. Guardiola on Conte, I admire him a lot. I learn a lot. I respect him a lot. He says he's going to expect a very hard game from Napoli. And I think Napoli, chat, have won all their games in Serie A so far this season. Serie A. Yeah, 3 games, 3 wins. 6 goals scored, 1 goal conceded. Only conceded 1 goal. That's pretty good, chat. I can't lie. Let's have a look at who they played. Did they play anyone decent? They played Fiorentina away at the weekend, won 3-1. Goal scorers were Kevin De Bruyne, Rasmus Højlund, and Bukema. They beat Cagliari 1-0 at home. Goal scorers, Anguissa. And then they also beat, first game of the season, they beat Sassuolo away from home, Scott McTominay and Kevin De Bruyne. So yeah, fairs, man. It's gonna. I think it's gonna be a really tricky game, boys. I think it's gonna be a really, really tricky game. Need a clean sheet today, tomorrow. Going to Arsenal with 2 clean sheets behind us will surely give us confidence. Yeah, 100%, 100%. You know what it is as well. It's like you need to have the confidence that when we go 1-0 up, we can win the game 1-0. Because you know when we go 1-0 up, right? And obviously I'm doing a watch alongs, right? Some of you guys will be at stadiums, whatever, right? But we always say, don't we? We always go, we need a second goal. We need a third goal. But we're not joking. We're not joking. We kind of are joking, but we're not really joking. We're actually being serious. When we go 1-0 up and we say, right, we need a second and then we need a third, we're saying it because we don't trust our defence. That's not a good situation to be in. So 100%, if we can start, that's why I was so buzzing about that clean sheet against United. I was so buzzing about that clean sheet because we need to start keeping clean sheets, man. I mean, 2 goals conceded against Brighton, 2 goals conceded against Tottenham. We've got to get some clean sheets, and clean sheets breed confidence. And you know what, as well, not only that, I thoroughly believe that if we start keeping clean sheets, that's going to let the attackers chill. How many times last season was I saying that, like, going into these big games towards the end of the season when we needed to win for top 4, Haaland knew that if he didn't score every chance he got, we weren't winning the game, because he knew the defense was always going to let 2 or 3 goals in. That's not good for him. That's not good for his mental situation in the game, because he needs to be relaxed. He needs to be going saying, if I miss a chance, no problem. I get another chance, I'll score that one. But last year, he was thinking to himself, if I miss a single chance here, we're losing the game because they're going to concede. The defense and the midfield are going to concede me 3 goals a game. So we need to be keeping clean sheets. Facts. Speaking about clean sheets, Donnarumma. Yeah, they asked him about his celebration, obviously his knee slide. He said, obviously I can't run 100 meters and go to the other side of the pitch to celebrate with Man City teammates, but I like to celebrate with my fans. It definitely gives me an extra charge. Donarumma on Pep Guardiola. He says, I think the manager, for me, it's an honour and pride to be at Manchester City, to have him as my coach and his history, his football history. So I'm really excited to be here and have him as my coach. I definitely still have a lot to improve on. I can give so much more. That's my objective, to keep improving, give my all. My goalkeeper, man! Donarumma, man! This guy, beast! On his exit from PSG and joining City, he says, I was very clear. My desire was to come here. That was my first and only option, the only thing I wanted. And so I'm not going to talk about the future, but only my choice was to come here, the only one. I'm so happy to be here, happy to be at Man City, happy to be part of this fantastic team, fantastic family, and give so much of these colours and this badge. I really hope to do it for many years. Listen to this fucking thing. Listen to this guy. He wants to be at the football club, man. He's buzzing. He wants to prove PSG wrong, and he wants to be here, man. Top goalkeeper. He says, we always have to dream big, but do it with humility. And that's for the most important thing. We have to think about the match after the match, game after game. So tomorrow will be a difficult one. The first one in the Champions League. It's always the most complex one. And we'll do a huge team against we will do it with a huge team against a huge team. I know Napoli very well, the City very well. The coach and some of my national teammates are there. So I know it's a great team we're playing against. And I will say these things in the changing room. This is what we freaking need, man. This is what we need, man. Yeah. People who can speak up in the dressing room, give their honest opinion, get into the players and that. Do you know what I'm saying? Good. He said, before the summer, I knew that Man City were very interested in me. And then the relationship strengthened after the club woke up. And I knew that the coach was pushing for my arrival here. Everybody wanted me here. And that really spurred me on. And it gave me such pride to see such a demonstration of affection for them. I didn't hesitate to come here with great joy and enthusiasm. I really hope to give my all for City, this badge, because such history is here and the club wants to win, always has done. In its history, it's always won. Not always, bro. Holy glaze, bro. Holy glaze, bro. Not always. Not always. But I hear it. But not always. In its history, it's always won, always tried to win. So I'm here for it, to give my maximum and take this badge as high as possible. This guy, man, honestly, I love the shit that this guy speaks about. Why PSG let him leave? I don't really like to talk about the past. Some people make their own decisions, choices. It's part of football. Everybody makes their own decisions and choices. Now I'm here. I'm happy and I'm very proud. I wish my old teammates the best because they deserve it. I've got a great relationship with them and they showed me affection even when they knew I was leaving. For me, it was a very big thing, very important to know I'd left something important to my ex-teammates. This makes me very proud. But I can't talk about other choice. Now I'm here at City in a huge club with much history and a club that really wants to win and surprise everyone. And I'm sure that myself and my teammates will do everything we can to take Man City higher and higher. Bro, this guy speaks facts, man. Yeah, it's a good mindset. The guy's got good mindset. He's got W mentality. That's what I'm saying. Good to have a Mura mentality in Man City alongside Ruben, Diaz, Haaland and Rodri, says Rengoku. That's what we need. Yeah, exactly, Jesse. This is facts. Absolute facts. We need this mentality, man. Yeah, we need the mentality. I think this is one of the main reasons City went to Donnarumma, because of the leadership. Facts, because of the leadership. Not only is he a mint keeper, we needed leaders in this team. Yeah, after last season, it wasn't good, man. On Haaland, he says, from being a fantastic player, one of the best players in the world, he's a fantastic person, and that's what makes him even better in every way. I've got an incredible relationship with him. He immediately welcomed me. It feels like I've been here for many years, the way they've all welcomed me, so I'm really proud of that. The behaviour, the attitude of the team has to be that. It has to be like a family, and when a teammate saves a goal, you all have to celebrate as if it was a goal scored by them. So that's really important for me. We have to be united on the pitch and away from the pitch. It was a huge thing, the result against United for us, to higher and higher. He likes saying this, doesn't he? He likes saying that, higher and higher. Yeah, higher and higher. He loves saying this. He said about three times. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one. I've not seen this, chat. I've not seen this one. Donnarumma on his footwork. I always try and improve. I'm now with this coach who's one of the best in these situations, so he can definitely help me a lot. We can do lots of things together, and I'm sure we'll have great success. Obviously, you have to kind of sniff out danger when you're in a tricky moment. You have to be able to read certain situations and certain moments in a match. There are moments where you can force play, and moments where it's just better to kick it long and avoid dangerous situations. My guy, don't try force it, man. If in doubt, kick it out, bruh. So you have to be good at knowing how to read the situation. This is what I'm saying. This is what I love to see. Now, I like this goalkeeper, guys. I think he speaks facts. This is it. Don't force it. Do you know what I mean? Don't be an Eddie. You're not Edison, bro. If you're getting pressed and you don't like it, kick the ball long. Kick the ball long. Do you know what I mean? What's up with all the exclamation points? What that? I don't know. I don't know even what that means, bro. Maybe he's shouting. Maybe he's shouting, isn't it? I don't know. But I like what I'm reading here. I like what I'm seeing. One of the most dangerous in Napoli, Scott McTominay and Erasmus Højlund. See, I'm not going to make jokes about that, guys. I don't want to make jokes about that. Yeah, I'm just going to just allow it because we could get cooked. Very dangerous and played very well in his first match. They defended very well, so it'd be a very difficult match. We have to be careful for the whole game. They've got legs, intuition, and so this is what I'll be saying in the changing room. But I'm sure our coach will be telling us these kind of things when preparing us for the game. But I'm really happy to be playing against Napoli. It's a very exciting, great first match. Love to see it, man. No, I'm actually, I don't know, chat, yeah. I'm actually so buzzing to have Donnarumma at this football club. I don't know, like, there's a lot of people who didn't want him. Yeah, there's a lot of people that didn't want him, but I'm really, really excited. I think he's going to be a top goalkeeper for us, guys. Yeah. Now, obviously, so long as he doesn't fuck about with the ball on the edge of the box, which he's saying he's not going to do that. He's saying if I get in a bad situation, I'm just going to smack the ball long. That's basically what he's saying there. I think this could be a top signing for us. And what a price we paid as well. People need to realise that teams have won the Champions League. Keepers have always been decisive. Look at Neuer, Alisson. We need brilliant shot stopper to keep us in games. 100%. 100%, Zach. 100%, bro. And I've always said that in the Champions League, you need a shot stopper. You do. It's better off having a shot stopper in the Champions League. I don't know. Not sure on that one. Big up Foggy. Big up Foggy. Yeah. I hear that. The thing is, bro, because I was confused at the signing as well. But the reason that I was so, like, wanting the signing, the reason I was, like, so down to get him is because I always felt that Pep Guardiola would have a plan. And this is what I think, like, we didn't speak enough about when we were speaking about this guy. It was like, yes, okay, his footwork might not be the best. However, Pep obviously knows this, and Pep will have a plan for this. Yeah? And I think, you know, and you know what as well, chat, right? What this is going to do, this is going to force opposition teams to start pressing us. And if they press us, we can play deeper, and then we can transition like we did against United, rather than teams sitting back. I mean, if teams sit back, it's not going to matter about his footwork anyway, because teams are sitting back and not pressing us. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't hyped because I was annoyed we didn't get a right back, but I'm buzzing now. Yeah. You know what? That was probably a thing as well. Yeah, I hear it. I do hear it. We need players with strong mentality. You can't just give up as soon as we conceded a goal. Yeah, exactly. Facts. And this is mentality. And this is why we needed players like this. We could do with another couple of players like this next summer. Do you think you might be doing too much? The clips are being farmed as you speak. Not by me, but one mistake and it's over for you. Yeah, but he's going to make a mistake, bro. I know he's going to make a mistake. Of course he is. Everyone makes mistakes. Alisson makes mistakes. Buffon made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Yeah. But for me, he's already proved his worth. Yeah. In terms of that United game. I'm telling you, man, if that Embuemo goal goes in, we ain't winning that game. I'm sorry. We weren't going to win that game. If that Embuemo goal went in, we would have crumbled, man. We would have crumbled. He makes the save, we win the match. That's what he's in the net to do, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I suggest City is my low block against Arsenal, or it will be over within the first 10 minutes. Maybe Arsenal low block against City, and then it's just a low block v low block. We all know our fan base has no patience anymore. One mistake and their head will be and there will be head loss. Yeah, but then I'll be saying to these guys as well, yeah, yo, chill, because he just made a big save against United, so now it's 1-1, isn't it? He's going to make mistakes. I know he's going to make mistakes. Of course he's going to make mistakes. It's about, does he make too many, you know? But so far, for me, I've already got him 1-0 up on the whole mistake thing, because that save against Mbeumo, I think that's a massive, 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 massive save. I don't think we win that game if that goal goes in. I think we crumble. It's all down to consistency. Facts. Of course it is. Absolutely. Yeah, maybe he's not already proved his worth. Maybe that wasn't the right words. But he's already proved why we've signed him with the save against Mbeumo. Do you know what I'm saying? LB, don't forget, Big Gigio gave PTSD to Liverpool and Arsenal with important pen saves. Yeah, that's true, bro. That is true. That is true. That is true. As long as, bro, he's not going to capitulate after a mistake, is he? He's not going to do that, bro. No chance. No chance, man. Ederson never makes that save against Mbeumo, then we start panicking like last season. Yeah, he doesn't, because he's not tall enough. Trafford doesn't make it because he's not tall enough. I mean, Donnarumma only just made the save, and he's like 6'7", bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the benefit of having him in the net. And the fact is, yeah, we are conceding more and more chances these days because our defence ain't as good. So we need a better shot stopper, and you know that's what he's done there already. Exactly. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Is there any, like, I thought we defended all right against United. I don't know if it was amazing, but I thought we defended all right. One of our better defensive performances in the last 12 months. Is there any coincidence that happens when Donnarumma's in goal? Donnarumma's shouting at everybody, telling everybody where to be and that. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy with him because of leadership. However, I do think Trafford makes that save. They're the same height. Maybe. Eddie has made goated balls or errors, but he still came good for us. Oh, Ederson was a good goalkeeper. I just think we were probably due a change. We probably were due a change. Yeah, but that doesn't make Ederson shit goalkeeper. Ederson's still a mint goalkeeper. It's just I think we were due a change. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nah, of course he made mistakes. Of course he made mistakes. He made mistakes at PSG. 100% he did. 100% he did. 100%. I agree that United performance was perfect. He hardly banked. He's already banked a lot with us. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. I always said when we were signing this guy, the saves need to outweigh the lack of build-up play. But that's just a flip of Ederson, who was the build-up play needed to outweigh the lack of saves. So for some reason, everybody with Ederson was completely fine with that. With Donnarumma, people are not so fine with that, even though it's the same situation, just flipped. I don't really understand it, to be honest. I find it a bit weird, to be honest. I can't see no 10-minute capitulation when 3-0 up with GG in goal. I know. Facts. GG box. Well, this is something, yeah, that's going to be quite interesting because I've seen, yeah, a lot of clips of Donnarumma coming trying to claim crosses on set pieces and corners and stuff, yeah, and he looks very weak. However, I thought his punching and his crossing, the way he dealt with the crosses against United was mega. Now, I know it's only one game. It's only one game, LB. I know it's only one game. I can only analyze the game because he's only played one game. All I'm saying is, in this one game, I thought he came and dealt with the crosses very, very well, man. Very, very well. Do you know what I mean? There we go. There's always one. Bro, I can only assess the one game because we've only played one game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trafford was never coming in as number one this season, regardless of Gigi signing. Yeah, exactly. Which means that there's basically no change to his season. He was never going to be the number one anyway. Never going to do it. It's never going to be number one anyway. It scares me that people don't realise that Ederson's footwork was an anomaly. We've never seen anything like that. So for fans to assume that Gigi was going to come in and play like that is baffling. Says, can you? Yeah, bro, I agree, man. I think Ederson's the greatest goalkeeper of all time with the ball at his feet. People say Manuel Neuer. I don't actually think people watch Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer is a good goalkeeper with the ball at his feet. He's not as good as Ederson. No way. No chance. No chance. And this is why, bro, yeah, even though I said it's a bit of a weird goalkeeper to get for Pep Guardiola, yeah, because you would have thought he would have gone for someone who was better on the ball. I never expected Pep to ask Donnarumma to play like Ederson. So I always knew there was a change coming. And Donnarumma's confirmed it himself. He's saying, when I'm getting in dangerous situations, don't expect me to be passing the ball out on the edge of the box. I ain't that guy. I'm going to go smack it long. Good. I'd rather you do that. I'd rather you do that. Win the second ball. Win the headers, you know? I honestly think we flipped Trafford to Newcastle for Livramento. That is something that might happen, you know. It actually might happen because they signed Ramsdale, right, which seems to be like a short-term solution. And I think they've still been playing Nick Pope. So they're probably going to still need a goalkeeper next summer. You just got to keep your eye out on Trafford. Livramento. If Livramento doesn't sign a contract, I think we're getting him. But if he does, it's over. But yeah, that could happen, bro. 100% that could happen. 100% that could happen, man. Definitely. The keeper has the most assists in the Prem. Ederson is goated. Exactly, man. Exactly. We got Aiden as well. Says he brings leadership and helps three back four. Helps three of the back four out massively, maybe. Is that what you're saying? Big up to you, man. Big up to Dean as well, who says he's been tested in Serie A, League On, the Euros and Champions League. He's that guy, and every forward will know they have to be on their game to beat him. Facts, bro. Facts. And then, you know what happens then as well, bro, yeah, is that starts getting in their head, innit? The strikers. Because the strikers like, shit, Donnarumma's in goal. I've got to think about this. And then they start overcomplicating things. Yeah. The thing is, yeah, football is not just a technical ability game. It's also a mental game, man. And if strikers know that they've got to try and beat Donnarumma, they start overcomplicating things. You know? Yeah, smash these likes up as well, guys. 800 people locked in. We need 10 likes for 200 likes, man. 10 people, smash the like ups, man. Get to 200, innit? What's your viewpoint on Trafford? Because surely wants to be number one in the future, mate. But surely got to be number all his City career now. I think he leaves next summer, bro. I think he leaves next summer. I think that's done. I think he'll be sold next summer. I think he'll be sold next summer. And good luck to him. No problem with me. Is what it is. Yeah. I think the plan for City was keep Ederson, buy Trafford, and then have Trafford as number one next year. And then market opportunity arrived, Donnarumma, and City just don't turn that deal down. City don't turn that deal down. City goes, sorry, man, we're going to have to get Donnarumma. Trafford, you'll be sold next year. You know, that's just a situation. It's, you know, is what it is. Why? Because I think when we signed him, maybe we didn't know that Ederson was going to leave or something. I don't know. It's weird, really. I can't really explain it to you. Or maybe they just don't like Ortega anymore. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it's happened. Maybe the guy's just happy to be a number two. I don't know. It's cold. It is what it is. I'm sorry. If you get Donnarumma on the transfer market and you can get him for 30 million euros, you cannot turn that down. You can't. You can't turn it down, man. You've got to take it. And I'm sorry if that upsets Trafford. It upsets Trafford. It is what it is. But we can't turn it down, man. Yeah, we can't. I think we have one extra goalkeeper. Yeah, we do. We have four. We have four goalkeepers. Yeah, Viana in his interview today was saying that, oh, yeah, we've got four goalkeepers. We've got the strongest set of goalkeepers in world football. Oh, that's nice, mate. Yeah, but to be fair, you can only play one. You know what I mean? So it's like, who cares, bro? You know what I'm saying? I think it was keep Ederson and give Trafford a try. Then if he doesn't work, Gigi was going to be on a free next year. Remember, he said City was already interested in 2026. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I don't know if we'll ever truly know what City were planning on doing. I'm not sure. I hope we can retain some sort of ownership, best number two possible. And if we end up with some sort of issues with Donnarumma, best replacement possible at the moment, in my opinion, says Daniel. Yeah, I mean, it'd be great if Trafford wants to stay. That'd be great for us. I'm cool with keeping him. I just don't see him wanting to be a number 2 goalkeeper at our football club. I think he'd rather be a number 1. The guy could go Newcastle, be number 1 at Newcastle. Like, he's not going to be wanting to be a number 2 at City if he can be number 1. You know, it's what it is. It's what it is, man. But this is also true by Sam. Trafford had no guarantees that it was going to be number 1. This is facts. This is facts, man. This is facts, bro. Trafford had 0 guarantees that he was going to be number 1 goalkeeper next year. No guarantees. There are no guarantees in football. No guarantees. So it is what it is. Oh, yeah, maybe even Chelsea will go for him. Maybe Chelsea will go for Trafford. Yeah. He'll have options, man. Big up Beijing. Say, LB, missing out on that Dumfries release clause was a bozo move by Viana and Tiki. Then signing Rico to a 5-year extension is diabolical, says Beijing. I think missing out on Dumfries was a silly move. I think that would have been a great signing for the football club. He's experienced, cheap, 15 million euro, 2 Champions League finals in 3 years, and he wants to come to the Premier League. That's what he said. He wants to come to the Premier. So I think that was a dumb move. The only way it might not be dumb, and I'll give you the counter argument to this as well, is if they kind of believe they can get Livramento next year. What about if they spoke to Livramento and Livramento said, listen, I'm not going to be able to go this year because Newcastle aren't selling me, but I'm not signing a new contract. Come back for me next year, I'll join. What does City do then? All right, let me ask you a question, chat. You're Manchester City, you're Viana, and you want Livramento. And you spoke to Livramento this summer, and Livramento said, I want to join you, but they won't let me go this summer. But next summer, they'll let me go. What do you do? What do you do in that situation? Nah, no jam. Let's just say it's a summer thing, just to keep it simple. Let's just say it's a summer thing. Wait, says Clutch. Wait. Throw down another 20 mil. This guy's like, nah, I ain't fucking waiting. Wait. Maybe they've been told. Maybe they've been told that we can get him next year. But I think if we get him next year, I think that you got to ask serious questions about the Newcastle project at that point, because like they just sold 2 of the best players in two summers. Holding fire, Livramento looks like the real deal. There you go. It's a bit. I don't know. It's weird. Now I'm kind of with this geezer, Junior. Yeah, I'm with Junior, man. I can't lie. I'd get them both. I think you can get them both. I'm with Junior. I would have signed Dumfries and then gone and got Livramento next summer anyway. Because then, right, you've got 3 fullbacks then. You've got Ait-Nouri on the left, but Livramento can also play left, so that's 2. And then on the right, you've got Dumfries and you've got Livramento. And then you've still got Rico Lewis as a sort of like floater who can just go wherever you want. You know what I mean? So I'm with Junior, man. I would have signed Dumfries anyway and then still gone and got Livramento next summer. And at least our right-back situation will be chill this year. Do not overlook AK-45 at right-back. I don't overlook it. I just don't think it's going to be a regular thing. I don't think Pep's going to play it too often there. I think the big games, he'll go with Huzanov because he want to be more defensively solid. And unfortunately, yeah, as much as I really want Núñez to do well this year, I don't think you can really trust Núñez in the big games. I think he's far too bozo-y. So yeah. But oh yeah, Muniz at Palace would have been a good signing as well, man. I can't lie, bro. Dumfries isn't good in a back fullback. He needs to be in a back 5. Yeah, but would he have been better than Rico Lewis and Núñez, bro? I think probably, yeah. Chelsea goes for everyone. I'm scared they'll sign LB on a 10-year contract, then loan him to Strasbourg. Imagine waiting, but Huzanov suddenly becomes world class. Well, if he does become world class, mega. The thing is with Huzanov, right, is if you're going to play Huzanov as a defensive right back, I think it's fine. The question is if you need him to go forward, which there were a couple of occasions against Man United where Bernardo Silva had the ball on the right-hand side and Huzanov was pushed up a little bit. Bro, what do you want Huzanov to do there with the ball on the edge of the box? What, you want him to take his man on and whip a crossing? What, you want him to shoot from 35 yards? What, you want him to cross it? The guy is not going to be able to do anything with the ball. He's not that guy. So if you're playing him as an old school, well, I say old school Walker was bombing down the wing. If you're playing him as a sort of later era Kyle Walker and playing him as a sort of defensive fullback, fine, no problem with that. I think that'll work very well. But as soon as you need Huzanov to start going forward, yeah, I think you're cooked. And obviously, if your right winger is Bernardo Silva, then your right side is just crap. With due respect, from a creativity point of view, because you've got Bernardo Silva who doesn't create anything, and you've got Huzanov who's not going to create anything, and neither of them score. So your right side, from an attacking point of view, is dead. Now, from a defensive point of view, pretty locked up. You should be fine. You shouldn't really be conceding many chances off that right-hand side. But yeah, going forward, you kind of finished, man. Been a fan of Nunez, but those bozos have killed me. It was always going to happen, man. If you get Dumfries, Aït-Nouri and him can't play together, they are both too attacking as fullbacks. I know, but we played Rico or Nunez and Aït-Nouri anyway. So it's no different to playing Rico, Lewis or Nunez for me. Chelsea bought half our academy. We should steal Reece James. Yeah, I know. But it's the injuries, man. The injuries are horrific injuries. I always said if you can get Reece James at a good price, I'd get him. I'd get him tomorrow. But I don't think they'd sell him at a good price. And the higher the price goes, the more risky the signing becomes, man. You can't pass on getting the world's best to bank on potential, says Sam. Facts. Yeah, come on, you got to think to the alternative. Is Dumfries an improvement over Nunez or Lewis? I would say so. I mean, it's an obvious yes. He clearly is a better fullback than them two. 100%. 100%, man. 100%. Defo. If Hakimi becomes available, do we go for him or Livramento? Hakimi. If he's available and if he's not guilty of alleged crimes. LB Kuzanov will struggle against half-decent winger at right back. How do you know that, though? How do you know that? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Yeah? How do you know that? Tell me. Tell me how you know that. Eh? I don't know. Based on what, Brett? I'm waiting, Brett. Send him in. Yeah, you're assuming, Brett. Tell me, Faisal, yeah, how you know that. You don't know. You might be right, but you don't know. Yeah, also, he did very well against Vinny Jr. And I consider Vinny Jr. quite a good winger. Do you know what I mean? Would you take Conor Bradley as our right back? Apparently he's gone dog shit, Hassan was saying, or something like that. But I think he's pretty good. But I don't know, man. I think I'm looking for something better than that. I'm looking better than Conor Bradley, bro. I'm looking better than that. Yeah, this is so true by Johnny. If a winger is too good and tries to be too clever, Huzanov will just snap his legs anyway. That's just funny. That's true. That is true. Don't stop believing in Cafunes. I know, bro, but it's difficult right now, man. You know what I mean? 3 games into a season, he gives a penalty away. It's tough. Yeah. It is tough, man. It is tough. LB as a Brazilian, Vinny wasn't even in the top 10 wingers last season. Yeah, no, but still did well, though, didn't he? He still did well. Jed Spence. I probably would say Jed Spence now, you know what I mean? But he just had a brand new 5-year deal. Man, so it could be tough. Yeah, Timber would be class, man. Timber's such a good right back. He's so good. I can't believe we were in for this guy, man. Yeah, top player. What a player. Top player, man. LB looking forward to the Arsenal game. Good time to meet them, says Bjorn. Yeah, I don't know if I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of like, I'm curious. I'm like, yo, I think we're probably going to get beat. But go on then. Show me what we got. Yeah? Show me what these players have got. Show me that we're in this race. Yeah? Well, there we go. Yildiz is unbelievable. I know a lot of people speaking about Yildiz this morning, you know. Well, we're probably going to need a winger next summer. Now, he does fall into the project category. And we did say hashtag no to projects. But he looks very fucking good, doesn't he? He does look very, very good, man. He does look very good. He really does, man. LB, would you go back-to-back Champions League with Donnarumma or Premier League and League Cup? Back-to-back. Yeah, back-to-back Champions Leagues, bro. 100%. 100%, man. Like my word, the day Phil Foden plays at his best for England is the day England win the World Cup. Saka, Bellingham and others can shine, but when Foden clicks, everyone clicks. He's the key, says AP. Fairs, man. Hashtag no to projects. Come on, man. No more projects. I told you about Jed Spence and you laughed. I did laugh. I was ignorant to your suggestion, Duke. I forever apologise to you for that. Yeah, he's a good player, man. 6'2" and physically present. Yeah, and he gets GA as well. And he gets GA as well, man. Yeah, he gets GA. But here's the thing with Yildiz. You're probably going to have to move for him this summer because I don't think he stays at Juventus next year. I think if he carries on the way that he's playing and continues with the GNA that he gets this year, I think someone makes a move. And it might be Liverpool. Liverpool could probably do with upgrading that left wing spot. Yeah. He's already got 6 GA, chat. 6 GA in 4 games already this season. Goal and an assist versus Inter Milan. 2 assists v Parma and a goal and assist v Dortmund. You're probably going to have to go for him this summer, man. Yeah. Probably. He's got 3 years left on his contract. How much did they pay for him? Free transfer. They got him on a free. They got him on a free transfer from Bayern Munich. No way. It's crazy. Yesterday, Yildiz cooked. Yeah. I tell you who I liked yesterday. Speaking of Turkish, yeah. Ardagula, mate. I liked him, man. I've seen him a few times now, yeah. I think he's going to be a very good player, you know. I think he's going to be a very, very good player, Ardagula. But I like him, man. I do like him. And obviously with Alonso now, Alonso's actually going to play him because he play young players, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, Ardagula. Oh my god. For real. Elise. Yeah, I'll take Elise all day long. LB can't be too turned off projects. Cherky is still a project in the Prem to an extent. Yildiz would also be great, but he's a winger or second striker like Marmouche. Now, I know, but Cherky's played nearly 200 games for Lyon. That's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. I agree he's still in the projects, like he's still a project style player. Yeah. But he's played 200 games. And I also say this. Yeah. He's not going to start every single game week in, week out, Cherky. Yeah. Whereas Yildiz, if we're getting Yildiz, that's because we don't like our current set of wingers. And if we don't like our current set of wingers, I don't want another player that I have to then invest time into. I want someone to come in and hit the ground running. And I don't know about Yildiz. Can he do that? I mean, I think he might be able to. I'm just not 100% sure. I'd rather have someone that's a little bit more, down. But say we got Elise and Yildiz, yeah. Then I'd deal with that. That'd be mega. But I don't know if we're going to go that hard. That's quite aggressive, isn't it? Elise and Yildiz. Cherky's also very fucking good. He is very good, man. He is good. If Yildiz keeps cooking like this, I'll take him. Yeah. Same. Yildiz is better than Rodrigo. He's cold. Why does everyone do this, man? Yeah? Why does everybody low-key just start slagging off Rodrigo whenever we speak about wingers? Yeah, what is it with you? You still got PTSD from when he knocked City out of the Champions League a few years ago. You still got PTSD from when he knocked us out of the Champions League a few years ago, innit? I know the situation, man. Yeah, I know what's going on here. Funny. I would get the Yildiz or Elise or Barcola, depending upon this wingers this season. Then wallahi, bid 70 million for Livramento and 80 for Belabor and Wharton. Oh, come on, man. It's FIFA time. It's FIFA time, Ray. Rodrigo living rent-free in our head. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, man. A madness. Yeah, madness chat. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen the interview that Viana did today. Like I say, it's on the City website. You have to pay. It's on the City Plus thing. But basically, he was just speaking about like the signings and that, saying how it's gone, and speaking about like how he's working with Pep, and saying he's got a good relationship with Pep Guardiola. Yeah, on the fullbacks, he said they bought Ike Nori because they want a player with good technical ability that can go inside and outside, hence why they signed him. So maybe, yeah, there was never in for Donnarumma. Maybe that's why they didn't go for Dumfries, because Dumfries doesn't really go inside. He always goes outside. But I don't know. Sometimes you just to get someone to fill in a gap, don't you? Let's ruin football again. Facts. It's what I want to do. I want to ruin football, man. I want to ruin football. Rodrigo is overrated. Oh, my God. Livramento is that guy on the right. He is. He is. That is the guy. That is the guy. That is the guy on the right-hand side. Facts. Absolute facts. But yeah, man. Watch alongs tonight. I'm going to do the Chelsea-Bayern Munich game. Yeah, Cole Palmer v Vincent Kompany. We will be there. But I am going to have the Liverpool game on the second screen. So I'm going to watch them both. But Chelsea, Bayern Munich will be my main game. And then obviously City's on tomorrow at 8 p.m. So, yeah, man. Big up to everybody in the building. Yildiz is him carrying Juventus on his own. I believe so. Livramento is like a young Walker. Barcola is like a young Sane, says Thunder. Nah, I don't watch baseball, man. I don't watch baseball. Chelsea ball. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Man said Rodri is overrated. Who said that? Who said Rodri is overrated? Crazy. Yeah, he did, Tony. I've covered it beginning of the stream. Yeah, he did say that. I don't know if he was taking a piss, though. It sounded like he was sort of like joking around. Why did we not go for Wesley? Don't know. Probably because he can't come inside as well. He looks a bit of a weird style player, man. Must be a Madrid fan. Chelsea apparently bidding 80 million for Yildiz. What? They've already got Garnacho and Gittins, Bray. They've already got Garnacho and Kittens. Meow. They've already got two left wingers, man. They don't need another one. The hell? Would I take Deserbi? Nah, I don't want no hipster. Yeah. Right, anyway, big up to everybody in the building, man. Smash these likes on before we go. I'll be back tonight with a Chelsea watch-along, and then I'll go live on the main again after the game. But, if Chelsea get beat, we will be cooking. We will be frying, deep pressure frying Chelsea Football Club. But it should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. I think there should be plenty of goals. Two sides that, have got decent attacks. And is Elise fit? Yeah, he is fit. Buzzing. Sweet. Yeah, big up to everyone, man. Do me a favour before you go. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. And then we'll be live. Second channel, more LB. Link is in the description. Make sure you guys are following up that. I'll be live at about 7:45 tonight for the Chelsea Bayern Munich game. Big up to everybody, man. And guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.